What's going on, y'all? So you know what this is about to be about. Another pony spanking episode. We got MBG here having a rant about Xbox and the Xbox One era because he can't handle the present reality right now of Microsoft just dominating Sony, uh, active reload headshotting them, and then picking them up and carrying them, and reviving them right now because they got too many canceled games. As I said, he needs to get the Sony Rainbow canceled balls out of his mouth, along with Reforged Gaming. We're gonna make fun of them today. So, like I said, since he can't handle the present, he wants to jump back in the past and start talking about the Xbox One era. Bro, we're here right now. What are you doing? I guess you just can't swallow the pills, can you? I bet you can swallow those Sony canceled rainbow balls, can't you? Yeah, you want to do that. So let's get ready to get into this. Like, comment, subscribe. We're about to check him. I already got some stuff up to shut all that down. Let's get ready. Episode, set, start.
Like, it's why it's so funny to me when it's like I see certain Xbox players where they're not, I don't know if they're necessarily Xbox players, but people on the internet. They're like, I thought Xbox had no games. What happened to Xbox had no games? And it's like, I get it, man.
Bro, think about how long they said that, right? And all of a sudden, people want to say, "What's going on now?" We see the turnaround, right? And it seems like people can't even handle that for a week or two, right? Yeah, but you want to do that for years? It's 52 weeks in a fucking year, bro. What's even 52 times 10, right? You know how many fucking weeks in a row that is? Man, bro, I'm telling you.
And they have games now because they fucking bought two publishers. Wow.
I know he didn't say that, bro, because they decided to make a good monopoly and a good buy that they could have said no to. Like Sony hasn't. Oh, what happened with their failed Bungie acquisition? Huh? The best acquisition they got was the Insomniac one. But are you ready to shut this idiot up right here? Bro, what you think Sony's been doing since they came in the industry? Oh, I had it lined up ready, waiting for him. I had to go to the video game business section. Psygnosis, right? These are the people who helped to make the PlayStation. By the way, they had a whole bunch of like external sources helping out, and they were developing games. 1993, CyberLife Technology Game Development Business. 1997, Sony Ben Studio. Oh, you think that's theirs? No, they monopolized. Naughty Dog. They bought them. That's right. Red Zone Interactive with them, bought them. Last of Us, Uncharted. Yeah, bought them. Incognito Entertainment, bought them. Guerrilla Games, Horizon, all that. Killzone. Oh, guess what? They monopolized. They bought them. Zipper Interactive, they bought them. Big Studios, Evolution Studios, they bought them. Media Molecule, Little Big Planet, all those great games, they bought them. Sucker Punch Studios. What's going on, bro? Ghost of Tsushima Infamous, they bought them. Insomniac Games, Spider-Man, they bought them. House Marquee, they bought them. Next Studio, they bought them. Firespite, Fabric Games, they bought them. Blue Point Games to make the Demon Souls remake, they bought them. Valkyrie Entertainment, they bought them. Right? Haven Studios, they bought them. Bungie, they bought them. Fireworks Studios, they bought them. What do you mean, bro? All their studios are damn near bought. The only one that isn't is Gran Turismo and God of War Studios. What happened? I've been doing it since 1993 and locking a bunch of games away. Shut your punk ass up.
Who would have thought that that's all it took was buying two publishers, one of them being the biggest in the industry?
They're just doing it better than Sony. Sony's no better. What do you mean? And they're canceling a ton of games. You know what I find funny is that he's trying to downplay Microsoft right now for the great moves that they're making. And he doesn't want to talk about what Sony is doing right now. I find it funny. He's trying to flip the picture right into the past, then downplay, which we know both of them monopolize, right? Let's just be genuine here, right? Now, let's not be a loser like this guy, right? And he wants to run into the past, but he doesn't want to face Sony's present right now.
But that's not even the part that's funny to me. The part that's funny to me is like, dude, why are we going to sit here and pretend that the Xbox One generation was not a complete disaster? I was literally...
It wasn't a complete disaster, but it wasn't great. So once again, why are we talking about that right now when they're doing so good right now? You kind of see how he's psychologically just disturbed by how good Microsoft is doing right now. You know what I mean? You mad, bro? Huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 6. Ninja Gaiden. 7. Ninja Gaiden Black Remake. 8. Got the Gears of War coming. We got Forza going to PlayStation. Another more Xbox games on the way. Like the amount of like growth that they're having in a turnaround. This guy can't seem to handle it, right? What is Sony over there doing? Like I said, remember at Ninja Gaiden 2 remake that they just dropped, and then Ninja Gaiden 4 coming at the end of the year, all day one on Game Pass. Sniper Elite just dropped recently, right? Yeah, I guess you just can't handle that, bro. It's too much for you, man. Sony can't drop games like this in 1 year. No. You waiting on a movie game every 4 years. And I play all, but I'm just saying the guy's just coping hard right now. It's like, bro, get over it. Start talking about what Sony's doing, right? But let's see.
Literally there when people were saying Xbox had no games. I was literally there, and I'm
Everybody
here to
was.
tell you that yes, it was a slight exaggeration. They didn't literally have no games, but what people were really trying to say is the games you have are so far and few in between and so mediocre when they finally drop.
Concord, fair game. All those canceled games are about to be mediocre. And now you ain't having nothing to show with a bunch of remasters. Or Microsoft's dropping heat. They had a better first party than you last year and the year before. You had with Spider-Man 2 last year. And no, the 2 years before that. And then last year all you had was Astrobot for your only legit first party game. Everything else was locked second party games or third parties. Microsoft finished a year very strong and is continuing now. Bro, you are sleeping. Wake up. We're talking about video games, right? We're not talking about somebody else buying a console that don't got nothing to do with you. No, we're talking about game content, game service, pro consumer content. You know what I mean? How good they are, you know? So, and all those are outselling Astrobot too, which is made off of Mario. But the thing is that, what are we talking about here, dude?
It's pathetic.
You are.
Got Sony out here eating your lunch with Bloodborne, with Spider-Man.
This guy's being generic. Bro was talking about 2015 and 16, bro. You're 8 years behind. No, what's happening is you're getting your lunch ate right now over in the PlayStation world. Microsoft's eating you, bro. What are you talking about? They're Pac-Man-ing you. And then they're throwing you some games to give you some life supply. Sony's getting ate alive right now, and you can't handle it. See, this dude is such a loser that instead of giving Microsoft credit and talking about how good they're doing, he tried to downplay them getting publishers that are doing better with them now. He runs to the past. He's trying to make Sony look good right now because they're looking bad. Inability to face reality. You are a femboy. Wake up.
With God of War, with Horizon, and you're out here being like,
Shut your punk ass up.
That's what people were pissed off about. That's why people looked at Xbox, laughed, and said, you ain't got no games, bro. And that's why Phil Spencer got so angry that he decided I got to buy 2 publishers. That's the whole point. That's the whole point, man, is like people are trying to take things for what they're trying to look at the way things are now here in 2025. And they're trying to.
No, you don't want to face 2025. It's too much for your little pony brain.
Convince themselves as well as others that, well, if you look back 4, 5, 6 years ago, they're the same thing. And it's like, no, they're not. They're literally not. And the fact that you're trying to put those two things together, you know, it's like, what happened to they ain't got no games? Like, it would be like if 5 years from now, in the middle of the, like, a couple years after, like 1 or 2 years after the PlayStation 6 launch, Sony had the strongest first.
Sony back then. Slurp those balls, bro. Yes, that's what you're doing. Slurp those rainbow balls. You're gay for Sony, bro. We get it. You can't handle it.
Party lineup they ever had. They got like 7 first party, 8 first.
Nintendo dominated them, bro. Shut your punk ass up. Literally got destroyed. Y'all see me show those sales? 64 million, you know what I mean? 45 million, 40 million, 35 million. Absolutely destroyed them. They started hiding their numbers because Nintendo. Winning for 6 years in a row worldwide. You don't want to talk about that. They weren't first place. They were second place. I'm just saying, Switch 2 about to do the same thing again. Microsoft's getting better. PC gaming is getting better. Yeah, they don't want to talk about that, though. No, Nintendo's not a competitor because we don't want to face reality. You got your ass handed to you. Way weaker tech, too, because they're better. Sit down. Better than you're doing now.
Party bangers coming within 12 to 16 months. And it would be like, what happened to PlayStation has no games? It's like, bro, we're just going to pretend that there wasn't 5 to 6 years in between when people were saying that. Like, no, there was. And we have to acknowledge what happened in between to change it to get to this point. Oh, man.
What a loser. Ready to make fun of this idiot? Shames Game Pass subscribers for not buying games, yet that's exactly how he experiences Xbox first-party games at launch, instead of just buying the games on Xbox. Yeah, right?
Yes, he's going to be really unhappy. And 30 and Still Gaming gets him real good. He's like, well, what are you going to do? It's on Game Pass. You're not buying the game anyway. You're going to play it on Game Pass. So how in the world do you speak with your wallet?
Oh, I guess Game Pass is free, just like Netflix, right? Oh no, you guys, you're not allowed to speak with your wallet because all of you are on Netflix right now. And you're on Amazon Prime. You don't buy Blu-rays. I'm telling you, bro. You see how I get them? Shut your dumb ass up. Damn, you dumb. I spent all our money full price on video games, while groceries are insanely high and everything else, right? You know what I mean? And even if you are rich, right? Let's say I even have millions of dollars, right? I would say what would be intelligent for the whole entire planet. Because I like to look at the common denominator and see what the average household is doing, or the average person. And you know, a lot of people are struggling still in a lot of ways. So like that type of mentality to me is stupid because, like I said, it's an anti-consumer mentality. Like people need to pay full price for games that are overpriced to begin with. Game Pass is an amazing service. That's why people like Netflix. You don't got to get up and go to the movies. You don't have to spend gas to go to the movies, buy food there that's overpriced, and buy for the tickets. Like that, it's an outdated, thing. So if you want to consistently keep getting new content, you spending all that money on Blu-rays and going to the movies. Netflix is a way better value, and they're constantly providing a whole bunch of content consistently. Game Pass is the same thing. Like it's just more like seeing the value and the quality and people having a good time and sharing that experience. You know, where people like this, like they try to find a way to make themselves seem like they're intelligent when really they're just being a corporate sellout, just being a moron. You know what I mean? Like saying stupid stuff like that. And they use it too because they like the value. And what I'm about to do is I'm about to shut this down too. If you get Game Pass, you can also try a game that you may want to buy. When you have Game Pass, you get a discount on all the games. You can get them and still buy the game. This guy acts like people don't have Game Pass and still buy games. I still buy games. Maybe if they're not on Game Pass, but if I really like the game, I'll buy it. It didn't have to be on Game Pass. And there's games that don't come to Game Pass. And because I have a PlayStation, Nintendo, high-end PC, right, and Xbox. And there's some games that I just want to buy because I want to support it. He thinks because somebody has Game Pass, they can't buy a game. It's a flawed thought system that's pretty stupid.
If you're committed to not buying the games anyway,
you're committed to not buying Blu-rays and DVDs and all that. You know what I mean? Hey man, you gotta see the future here. Digital stream cloud subscription.
Think about that. How do you speak with your wallet if you're like, our contribution to the gaming culture, community, and conversation is we're going to laugh at people who buy games and basically say, we don't buy games. Like, that's your contribution? How do you speak with your wallet then? What are you doing?
Clown.
You've removed your ability to say, well, I'm not buying that. Like,
you're using your wallet to pay for the subscription service. That's what you're voting for. It's what the community wants, right? And another thing they don't talk about, which they can't handle, is how much more subscribers Game Pass has than PlayStation Essential and Extra. They try to make the numbers look decent because people are just getting Plus to play online. But if you literally look at what the Game Pass numbers are compared to what the Extra Essential numbers are, blowout. It's not even close. They lock it on their system too. You can't even get it on sale anywhere. But this is what I mean. They're not saying anything about Sony. They're sitting over here hating on Microsoft because they can't handle what's going on the PlayStation world.
I'm not going to play Avowed at 30, right? It's on
You can play it on PC.
Game Pass. So the frick what? So the frick what? I don't hit a daily active user report or a weekly active user report when the game comes out.
Yeah. Dude is a dud, I swear. So down here, Reforged Gaming knows that Xbox Game Pass is the best deal in all of gaming and subscribes to it, but also hates Game Pass. Sony worshippers are unhinged. It's a very good statement right there. Funny thing, they bash Game Pass like they are not subscribed to Plus. Literally 3% of their player base bought the game of the year, literally. Ponies don't buy games and come here to lecture others. I sub to Game Pass and buy games. Even if I don't buy games, it was the only subbing to Game Pass. Who cares, LOL? Why does it matter so much how people access their games to this guy? This was also interesting, too. There's multiple different ways to look at the success of Game Pass for the gaming industry. One, Microsoft instantly gives them the sales and money. Two, they have a community that's way bigger than any sales they could ever get. If you had 40 million Game Pass subscribers, do you really think all those games are going to even sell 4 to 5 million? Hell no. You have access to a community that has 40 million people right there that you could have a pull and get that huge community, and your game could be that popular. And they could also buy DLC, cosmetics, or your future expansions or whatever. It opens your game to more growth and potential. And you're getting an instant paycheck. And you could still get, and people could still buy your game, and it's discounted. How are you losing at that? That's the thing that's in mind. There's just like, they act like these corporations or these companies, right? That they're broke. They have millions of dollars. Some of them have billions. Microsoft is $1 trillion company. You really think they're broke? No, the fucking people are the ones that are broke. See what I'm doing here? This is why you support an intelligent channel, and not these quacks. It's like, why are you defending them? They have so much money already. A lot of them are vampires, you know what I mean? People are the ones who don't have a lot of money. That are working a lot and trying to find a way to make it. So it's like, no, not happening. Reforged, this is literally the top paid games on Xbox. If Xbox guys didn't buy games, then this page would be blank. Yeah, of course. It's the same thing that you would see selling on PlayStation. So you're going to see a lot of Xbox games topping the charts. You're going to see no PlayStation games. And there was actually, I don't know if y'all knew, there was actually this post showing that Sea of Thieves passed up Astrobot sales last year in Europe. Sony's strongest territory. How did that happen? Yeah, you ain't buying it. But you want to sit there and talk about it? They want to sit there and talk about things, but they don't buy it. They're not playing it. What else do we got to say here? But that's the thing that I wanted to cover on this video. We're going to have some more episodes. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it, right? Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this. But yeah, I had to get on that because I'm like, man, hold up, man. I've seen some people talk about, we need to do this. Yeah, we do. Yeah, the guy who doesn't make it 2 hours into any games isn't about to tell me shit about how I play games. Right, we're talking about real games over here. I game every day. I just did an 8-hour+ stream on God of War Ragnarok. I be doing that sometimes. Other night, I did a 12.5-hour stream. After making videos, working out, like, we're doing it big over here. We're hardcore. You know what I mean? We're at the top of what we do. You saw my 54 Platinums, God of War Ragnarok with my 55th. Got a ton of games coming up. Monster Hunter Wilds. I'll be playing Sniper Elite. I'm also going to be playing Avowed. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to that Atomfall game. I got a couple games in my backlog. I'm going to be doing a Cyberpunk expansion. I'm going to be doing Doom Eternal, Doom the DLC before that game comes out. And we got plenty of other games to play. My log is, I'm constantly clearing. Last year, I beat 52 games, right? God of War Ragnarok will be my 5th game beat. I'll probably be at like 7 or 8 games clear before Monster Hunter comes out already. We're doing it big over here. All right, y'all. Peace out. Ponies, sit down. Learn how to act right.